Hi. Why do I believe that people are religious, and what makes them religious? What makes them defend whatever they believe, irrespective of the evidence? Because it seems to me that a lot of individuals, even when they are exposed to science and logic, still follow a particular belief system. And the question really is, why will you, if you're religious, why will you defend your religion, regardless of the points that are being made by non-religious people? And I thought about this for quite a while, and as to why that is. Why do we have people that are vehemently defending their spiritual beliefs, even when those spiritual beliefs are clearly immoral and wrong and irrational, don't make sense, and clearly not real. And especially in the cases of cults and certain groups where brainwashing is involved. And my opinion about that is that if you think about it, people are raised from childhood to adulthood. The minute you come out the womb, you're exposed to religion. Even before you can talk. If you're raised as a Christian, for example, and a baby's born, that baby's going to hear praise Jesus, praise God. Immediately prayers and various other things will happen once that baby comes out the womb. So just imagine a baby's born and right out the womb exposed to Christianity. Or if it's Islam, exposed to Islam, or being Muslim. So right from the day of birth, before you can talk, you're exposed to religion. And isn't it coincidental that many religious groups, Judaism, Islam, Christianity, whatever that particular religion is, tend to pay special attention to babies. They don't leave children alone. Even to the point of baptizing a child before that child can make a decision whether they want to believe in something or not. So clearly there is a connection between a person's upbringing and what they end up believing. And I believe it was Pavlov who did an experiment with a bell where he would ring a bell and a dog would come and eat food. And eventually he took the food away. He would ring the bell, and then that dog would still salivate even though there was no food. So there was a physiological response. And that's called classical conditioning in psychology. And essentially, something similar goes on when a person is growing up in religion. Because if you think about it, the more you believe in what your parents and your family and your friends believe as you grow up, the more rewarded you become. So essentially, if you pray at the table, and you pray with your family and friends, you're rewarded. You're part of the in crowd. You're giving love. It could be a hug, a smile, a comment that you're a great person. All these things are rewards for being religious as you grow up. And you cannot deny that you're not rewarded, even now, for being religious around your friends and family, where they pour love on you and approval of you, and they consider you a good moral person because you are religious. So that type of conditioning, if you consider the fact that it happened ever since you were a baby, for that reason, consciously you believe in your particular religion because it's true. But subconsciously, you believe in your religion because you love your mom, you love your dad, you love your friends, you love your family, and that emotional connection of love is interconnected with your particular belief system. That is why you have people who are exposed to science, exposed to reasons, as to why their religion is false, and they still follow that particular religion because, it is my theory that they are essentially connecting their belief to their culture, their family, their love of their mom and dad or whoever. And it also explains why people who have negative experiences of religion end up leaning toward agnosticism and atheism. It isn't that they had a negative experience with God, therefore they don't like God. It's that they had a negative experience with religion, so the spell was broken, where they're no longer getting rewards for being religious, and now they have to think rationally and ask themselves, is this true? Is this a reality? Is this a fact? And then they start to veer toward the direction of atheism because they don't have a reward. They're getting nothing out of believing in a God. So now they have to look at it rationally. It's like if you're at a job and you're getting paid to work there, then all of a sudden they stop paying you, and now you have to ask yourself, do I really like doing this? Do I like doing this enough to do it without getting paid? And it's kind of the same thing. It's like they realize they don't like it, they don't want it, it's not real, it's not a fact. They start to look at it from more rational, because once you're disconnected from emotions and you're looking at things purely from a mental perspective, it's at that point that you start to think more scientifically. So that's my theory why, even when presented with the facts, religious people will still defend whatever they believe. Now, with that said, I can tell someone lots of facts and point out why whatever they believe is wrong, but they will eventually